Hey everyone, Merry Christmas. James Moffitt here, and it is Saturday, December the 27th, 2025. I was listening to somebody the other day on YouTube, and she has a channel, and she's a blogger and V-blogger, which is a video blogger, and she said that she and two other female friends of hers, I guess they're in their 60s like I am, and she said that she and her friends did a 30-day challenge on um, YouTube, which is, if you're seeing this, this is where it's at, is on YouTube. And so they challenged themselves to put themselves out there for 30 days, one video per day, just about random stuff, just like I'm doing. So my wife and I are in Myrtle Beach at a mini vacation. We got an Airbnb and just decided to get away from Duck Ditch for a few days. 2 days, 3 nights. We'll head home tomorrow morning. And my wife is missing her two dogs and her two cats. And so she's doing pretty good, though. She hasn't started twitching yet. We were at Walmart yesterday, and I got this hat. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yellowstone, Dutton Ranch. I needed a hat, and I didn't bring my Dallas Cowboys hat because, well, yeah, I'm a fan. Been watching them since 1968, but as a team, they pretty much suck. And so I get kind of embarrassed about wearing their colors or anything that says anything about the Dallas Cowboys. I guess I'm not a true diehard fan. Even though I can't seem to break away from them and follow another team. I've been watching them for so long. It's in my DNA. So anyway, I needed a hat. We were at Walmart. I saw this one. It was the only one that seemed to be appropriate for this old guy that you're listening to. This old man. Old man. The 8-year-old in me is wondering what the hell happened. Every time I look in a mirror, he's like, "Hey, what in the world's going on with this?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. We just seemed to get here. We got here somehow." I turned 64 this year, and next year I guess I'll be signed up for Medicare automatically. Is that right, honey? My wife doesn't know. She's 66 and she has it, but she doesn't know how it happened. I guess you just automatically get Medicare. It's what? Oh, they send you information. Water, hydration. It's important. So anyway, yeah, last night around 11:57 p.m., we're sitting on the couch watching a movie, and you can hear the waves crashing on the shore outside, even through the glass, even through the sliding door. It's the ocean just kind of it just kind of roars out there, right? Makes all kinds of noise, which is normal. It's what it's supposed to do. That's what it does. That's what it is. Anyway, I heard somebody screaming and yelling. I thought, there's a couple of drunk people out there, making some kind of racket. I thought it was on a balcony, either above us or below us. So I got up, opened the door, went out, stepped outside, looked up, looked around. There wasn't anybody on a balcony, so I looked out at the ocean, or looked on the beach. So there's this guy that's waving his hands and yelling at one of the sand dunes, right? I'm like, what? That's crazy. I never even considered that something like that would happen, but it was happening in real time. So I called 911 on my cell phone because this condo doesn't have a landline, which I didn't realize until I thought about calling 911. So I just picked up my cell phone. I thought, well, I'll just call them on my cell phone. So it took about 2.5 minutes for my cell phone to get connected to Myrtle Beach 911. It's actually Myrtle Beach Police. They didn't identify themselves as 911 operators. But apparently, Horry County was on the line as well. Horry County Emergency Services, which is the county that Myrtle Beach is in. And once they finally figured out where I was, I knew that I was at the Blue Water uh, Resort, Blue Water Resort, and I gave them the wrong address. And the Horry County dispatcher was like, "Yeah, this is where he's at." And I was like, "Yeah." When I heard the address, the correct address, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. That's where I'm at." So they wanted to know if I wanted an officer to come to my unit and talk to me. I said, "No, I just want to make sure this guy's okay and he gets the assistance that he needs." And about 6 or 7 minutes later, as I'm standing on my balcony, I saw a police officer go across the boardwalk out to the sand dune and turned his flashlight on, and was talking to the gentleman. I thought that the beach patrol in the pickup truck with the overheads would be the one to respond to this, but apparently not. I guess they quit beach patrol at some point. Maybe. I don't know. So anyhow, I watched it. I got my binoculars out of my camera bag and went out there and looked through my binoculars at the person. And because he was a little bit too far away for me to see any granular detail as I was talking to 911. But I should have got my binoculars out so that I could give the dispatcher a better description of the crazy person that was yelling and screaming and waving his arms at a sand dune. I guess he was unhinged. I don't know if he was homeless or what. Oh, apparently you can't say homeless anymore. It's not politically correct. It's supposed to say unhoused. But that would make most of us. Most of us are unhoused if we're out on the beach screaming at a sand dune, right? But anyhow, I heard about that with from Fluffy, who's the Inglesias, whatever his name is. But anyway, Fluffy was in one of his comedy specials on Netflix, was talking about how he bought a meal for this homeless family that was sitting outside of McDonald's, and the manager heard him say the word homeless and came over there and got in his business and basically told him that you can't do that anymore. You can't call people homeless. You have to say they're unhoused. Whatever. Anyhow, so after about 5 or 6 minutes of watching the police officer to make sure everything was all right, I came back inside, closed the door, and forgot about it. And now I'm talking to you about it. So I woke up in time this morning to take some sunrise photos. And I don't know if this thing, I can actually share my screen. Let me see if I can find the photos first. Let's see, photos. And bear with me. I'm looking for photos. Uh, where did my photos go? Anyway, I know I have some. Library. Oh, here we go. Uh, Here's one. Let me share that. Will this let me share? I don't know. Let's try that. Let's share that. Share. Screen. Let's see. Would like to record this computer screen and audio. Yes. Let's see. Yes. I have to give Google Chrome permission. Hang on, I'm getting there. Modify settings. Allow. Requit and open. No. So that's not going to work. Let's see. Window. Entire screen. Yeah. I have to I have to give Google Chrome permission to share my screen. So that's not going to happen. Sorry. If you go to medium.com and look for James Moffitt, I actually shared 5 or 6 photos of the sunrise, the beach, the condos where we're at, yada, yada, yada. And I shared a story this morning about the homeless man or the crazy man on the beach. 2 stories. I wrote 2 stories on medium.com. I have 85 subscribers, which in the grand scheme of things is, it's okay. I have 85 people that care about what I say. Uh, and so that's my audience for now, right? On Medium. Medium.com and Substack, common spelling, are two publishing websites that you can go to, that you can blog, and you can write stories. There's a lot of people that do it, and since I'm an old man now and I have lots of stories in me, I can share those stories with the world. So I have 85 people that actually subscribe to get an email every time I publish a story. How exciting is that? I haven't even taken a shower this morning yet. My hair's all a mess. I got wake up hair, so I just put my hat on. I said, I'll just put my hat on. That'll take care of that. And I actually have a light shining in my face, so I'm not in the shadows. So this is not a perfect. I guess it's lighting all right. Just to throw this little video together. You'll see, what have we done? Oh, I went last night and played poker. We played at a friend's house here in Surfside Beach, and no money was involved. We used poker chips just to have fun. Had about 5 guys sitting around a poker table, chewing the fat, playing all different types of card games, Texas Hold'em. Oh, where's some of the other games? Oh, Queen and What Follows, and 5-card draw, 7-card draw, 7-card, whatever. Anyway, we played from like 6 p.m. until 9 p.m., 3 hours, which gave me something to do. And since I'm 20 minutes away here at the condo on the beach versus driving 4 hours, 2 hours to Myrtle Beach and 2 hours back home to Duck Ditch, I've been doing that for, I don't know, about 7 years. Every month, every third Saturday of the month, we'll play cards. And whew, 4 hours of driving to play cards for 5 hours or 6 hours. It's once I get here, it's fun. The drive here to Myrtle Beach is not that bad, but if I leave at 10, 11, or 12 o'clock, 10 or 11 at night or 12 midnight, if I play that long, and then it's 2 in the morning before I get home, 2 a.m., and uh, it's just getting to be too much. I love to play poker. I played at a Texas Hold'em tournament in Somerville last weekend. I tied for first place, which means I got a little bit of money in my pocket. That was like kind of a Christmas get together with a bunch of single people. I'm not single, but I'm part of South Carolina Friends, which is a singles group on Facebook, and I know several people in that group. So they graciously allow me to hang out with all the single people. Whee! And so anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do a daily video on my YouTube channel to see if I can get some more subscribers and grow my channel, my YouTube channel. Apparently, YouTube is where it's at. I also want to do some shameless advertising. I have 3 podcasts. One is called ABCs of Parenting Adult Children, which is, as it says, a podcast about parenting adult children, children between the ages of 18 and 30. And there's like, I don't know, 49, 50 or more topics that are discussed. I started that in May of 2023, and I have a little over 100 episodes that have been recorded. I've only released 65 of those, but I've got enough episodes recorded to last until sometime in June or July of 2026 if I release one every Friday at 8 a.m., which is what I do. And I also release short reels or magic clips to all of my social media portals. My website is parentingadultchildren.org or com, I think. So you can go to my website and for that podcast, you can see all about all the episodes and guest speakers and topics, and you can sign up for a newsletter and do all sorts of things. You can engage with me. If you watch some of the podcast episodes, you can do a listener survey. and tell me what you thought about the podcast. Tell me what's good. Tell me what's bad. Tell me whatever. Just engage with me and talk to me and tell me how you liked it or didn't like it, or what topics you would like to have covered. It's all for you. It's not for me. It's for you. So the next one I have is liberty and gun rights. It's all about liberty. We discussed the U.S. Constitution, Bill of Rights, uh, gun safety, gun education, self defense, all that sort of stuff, Second Amendment sort of stuff. And then I got another podcast, the third one. It's called Father's Refuge, and that is for people that are experiencing loss or grief due to the loss of a loved one. We lost several children already. Jessica Ann passed away August 5th, 2001, after battling cancer for 14 months. And then I lost my son Jeremy. It's my son Jeremy. He was 38. Jessica was 10 when she started on her treatment journey. She would have been 11 on September the 11th, which was her birthday. So when September 11th rolls around, it's got a dual meaning: death date as well as the Twin Towers coming down in New York City, when 3,000 people lost their lives. Jeremy was 38. He passed away in the intensive care unit in Michigan. He was in intensive care for 5 weeks, had RSV of the lungs, several things going on, and he didn't make it. So that's sad. However, yeah, I have 3 podcasts. So I would encourage you to go to Apple or Spotify and look up ABCs of Parenting Adult Children, Father's Refuge, and Liberty and Gun Rights, and listen to a couple of episodes and review them, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I would appreciate it if you do that. Hopefully you're interested in one of those or some of those, one or two of them, one of them, none of them. I don't know. But let me know that you saw this video on YouTube and that you went and visited one of my podcasts. Go to medium.com and read my articles and leave comments. And apparently, people on YouTube have nothing better to do than to leave negative comments and be hateful. This lady that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, her and her friends, who are in their 60s, they started their little video blogging, uh, and it was a 30-day challenge, and every day they did a video, and this lady, was talking about how after 30 days, her stuff started going viral, and she was getting a lot of hits on her little short videos, and people were digging it and liking it. But apparently, a lot of people were just being hateful, making hateful comments, and wow, there's a lot of hurting people in the world, I guess, and they're taking their frustration and anger and whatever people that are doing things like this, right? And so I'm just going to tell you up front, if you leave a hateful comment, I'll just delete you, ban you, delete your comment, and it'll never see the light of day. So you can, apparently, as a creator on YouTube, I can do that. I have the power to do that, and I will. And if you don't like me, that's fine. You don't need to like me. This is my content. This is me blathering at the camera and telling you about who I am and what I'm doing. And if you don't like it, scroll on. Just ignore me. Go to the next reel. Everybody's on TikTok and doing doing the 15-second shuffle, right? And going from one video to the next and seeing what catches their attention. And I get it. I guess. I don't know. Uh, I put my short reels and media clips for all my podcasts on TikTok and Instagram and here on YouTube and a couple of other places. So I'm an IT specialist by trade, and so I'm kind of savvy when it comes to technology. And I've been doing this kind of stuff for a couple of years and having fun with it, and gives me something to do, keeps me out of trouble, gets me out of my wife's hair. And anyway, so I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. This is the 27th of December. Had my sister still been alive, she would have been 66 this year. She's 2 years older than me. She'd have been the same age as my wife, but she too passed away several years ago. What, 10 years ago? Yeah, she'd been gone at least 10 years. So here's a drink to you, Tanya. Her name was Tanya. Having some coffee. My sister and I, we were adopted out of an orphanage in Schaffenburg, Germany. I was 1 and she was 2. And my mom and dad were, my adoptive parents were military people. My dad was stationed in Frankfurt, Germany. Met my mother at a bingo game in Germany. She's from Austria. Remember The Sound of Music? The movie, The Sound of Music? Well, she was born and raised in those hills. And as children, my sister and I watched The Sound of Music every year. We got sick of it. But it was where my wife came, my wife. That's where my mother came from, my adoptive mother. Anyway, uh, so yeah, they adopted us, and here we are. And we've been in America for quite a while. I'm very patriotic. I love America. I understand that, on the world platform or scale, globally, I guess America's kind of the laughing stock of the world or whatever, which I don't really care. Whatever. And that's why you can live anywhere on the globe that you want to. If you don't like Americans and you don't like America, whatever, you don't have to live here. You can live wherever you live and be happy. I'm happy for you. So, anyhow, yeah, that's a little bit about my background. And I guess I've dribbled long enough. I've been at it for about 22 minutes now. And so I hope you have a happy holidays. I hope your Christmas season was spent with friends and family. I hope you didn't have to work. If you're a first responder and you worked so that the rest of us could be safe, thank you very much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you didn't work and you were able to spend time with friends and family, be thankful for that, because lots of folks did not have the ability to do that. And there's lots of people out there that are suffering from loss and grief because of losing a loved one, child, family member, whatever. And so this is a tough time of year for them. And so if you know of any friends or family that might be in that category, take the time to reach out to them and let them know that they're not invisible, and that you're thinking about them and you care, and just let them know that they're loved and appreciated, and do whatever you can for them. And I'm sure that'll go a long way. So have a prosperous, safe new year in 2026. And I will see you tomorrow. So everybody have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.